one of the
like,
biggest, most
evil.
one of the biggest, most successful podcasts in the world.
Yeah.
Grabs your song
Steals
and
it right out
immediately
from under
just
you.
yoinks it and claims it too, because I'm actually going to claim that I
That
wrote
was
that song.
actually me on the track. Yeah, it was my
It
performance.
sounds like
wrote
you.
you wrote the you've been practicing your
My FL Studio skills.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
did the
your whatever
instrumental.
language he's speaking, but yeah, both of those. So yeah, you lyrics, mixing, mastering, producing. Obviously, I'm on the mic.
I did
Um,
ghostwrite it for you because you have absolutely no writing skills whatsoever. You just have a better voice than I do. You just have I mean, the mic loves you. This is known. This is everybody that listens to
I'm
this
the brand. I'm the
extremely
product.
successful
It's Milli
podcast.
Vanilli. Yeah, I'm just sort of the image. I'm the
Yeah,
face.
you're the pretty boy. I'm just a
Yeah.
fugly ass sort of like slug looking motherfucker making gajillions of dollars a year off the back of your
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
sculpted abs and beautiful visage.
Yep. But you don't. But you like it. You don't have to go to the concerts. You can type up. You can type up these rhymes, on your typewriter in L.A. And then I do the rest. I take care of it. It's nice.
You know what the real secret behind writing is that
You have to do it while taking a dump.
none of those words are real. I just came up with a bunch of sounds that sounded like they would kind of rhyme together, and
That would
I actually smacked a keyboard for about an hour.
that would have
And
worked like 25 years ago. You could have like probably been a musical artist doing a made up African language for about 5 years before anyone checked.
oh, you would be a LimeWire god.
Oh
You would
yeah.
be like, I mean, people listen to made up words all the time, just in Scatman songs, and they loved it.
I mean, every year there's at least two people who just pretend to be deaf interpreters and get into like the World Economic Forum conference, and they're there for like 3 weeks, and then someone's like, "Hey, wait a second, is that sign language? Hold on."
If I get to my, let's say, 32, and it doesn't seem like there's any sort of real, like, there's no like meaningful success in my future,
Mm.
I'm going to just become a miscreant. Like, I'm just going to go through various sorts of hustles, committing various sorts of fraud, and I think that faking being a sign language guy is a
You
good
got to
jumping off
try
point.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm unemployed again, I would love to do some scams, and that's a fun one for sure.
I think that I have the
Um,
charisma to pull it off.
what
I think that
else? Yeah,
that I can make that
that's
work.
that's
Or like,
100% confidence. Yeah, for sure. Because
yeah,
like American Sign Language, sign language is like it doesn't have rules like spoken language does. It is like kind of interpretive. Like you're just kind of making stuff up on the spot anyway. So if you're like good enough at just sort of signaling like the concepts, you could probably get like half the meaning of what what the guy's saying across.
yeah. There was did I ever tell you the story about when Connor and I were this is so stupid. We were in a was this a study hall where like we were I think there were three people in the study hall and we were two of them.
Yeah.
And there was a the regular teacher was out, so we had a substitute teacher doing the study hall. And the substitute teacher, somehow we figured out that he knew sign language because I think he had like a grandchild that was hard of hearing or something, so he knew how to sign. So we spent the entire class basically just like roundabout getting like learning from him different ways to tell people to suck our dicks in sign language. So so we would have to like like sort of like filter it through like normal conversation, and then the obvious intent was to make each other laugh. so so we would have like we'd go on because we were just like pretending to be absolutely riveted, and old
Yeah,
guys,
yeah. Yeah.
if you if you pretend to care about any of the bullshit that goes on in their lives, they will talk to you forever. And so we're like having like we're to get to the point where we're talking like telling people to like suck our dicks, we're like going through well, like, okay, what's the cleanest way to get there? Eating hot dogs too obvious, like indicating that it's like, okay, so, what I've forgotten, long since forgotten all of this signing, but it was
Yeah, yeah.
basically just a sort of interpretive experience trying to get to telling people to suck our dicks.
That's
And I think we
amazing.
came out on the other side with enough to where we were able to do
you
that
could
for
work
a
with
few
it.
weeks. Yeah, it was good. It was fruitful.
That is very funny. Happy D is in the chat. Hello, Happy D. Watch Battle Programmer Shirase with one of my roommates a few weeks ago. Fun stuff. One thing I think you guys didn't notice in your video, the man who keeps showing up in every episode to request work from BPS is actually a different guy with a different occupation, but with the same name and face. Huh? Wait, if he has the same name and face, then isn't he the same guy? Wouldn't it be the same guy, but he says he has a different occupation? Wait.
Well, isn't he a spook? Isn't he like a spook that's trying to like get in? Like I don't know. I don't remember much of the finer details of Shirase, if you can believe it.
He has the same name and face, but you're interpreting it as being a different guy, and it's his occupation. It's just his occupations change. I mean, I guess maybe we missed that part. I don't know. By the way, if this is, we might sound a little different this week. We're trying some new audio stuff that should be better, but I did have to pump myself up 12 decibels, which seems counterintuitive and wrong. But it should.
Well,
you
you should put yourself in a submissive position by making yourself quieter than me. I think that's like really our dynamic.
You're beaming your voice to me. I can do whatever I want with it. It's my property.
Where do you're just the guy running the boards. I'm the host. You're my Jamie. You're my young Jamie, and I'm Joe Rogan.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say I'm Jamie Heineman, which I am, and you're Adam Savage.
Well, that's true. Actually, that's too real.
Gay. Yeah.
I can. That's what you're taking from that.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
I see.
Fucking Jamie's the cool one.
No. He's the curmudgeon. Everybody loves Adam.
He's not curmudgeon-y. He's just like serious and like he was a smart one. No, Adam is the one building the fucking Millennium building, Han Solo's blaster on his YouTube channel. Like,
are you telling me that's not fucking sick as fuck?
Oh, come on.
You're jealous as shit. You're hating.
Yeah, go be on a Funko Pop podcast.
I would fucking love
Adam.
to. Which ones? What? Let's see what the newest Funko Pops are. Let me check my Funko channels. Here. Let's see. Let's see what the newest Funko Pops are. Why don't you? You're gonna eat your words when you hear.
Yeah.
New releases from Funko.com. I can't even go there because it's blocked on my ad blocker. New releases on Funko.
The whole website, the official website's blocked. Hold on, I found another thing in my process here that's not set to mono. Let's see if this breaks anything. I'm setting my mic to mono here again. Okay.
You're loud now. Damn, you are loud as shit.
All right.
It sounds like you're on the precipice of clipping.
All right, how's that?
Let's see.
That's probably better.
Hey, Cat, you need to shut up, pal.
I should not be doing this live, but I saw something that wasn't mono, and I was like, damn, I should fix that.
Okay, let's see. Newest Funko Pops. Okay, so we've got Danny Trejo.
That's a pretty good one.
All right, you guess. There are 10 on my screen right now. I want you to guess.
There's no way. How would I guess?
One of the Funko. You just think demographic
Jennifer
crossover.
Lopez.
No, think demographic crossover. Think Funko Pop. You're a person that wants a Funko Pop. What are you? What do you want? What do you think is funny and cool? You can do it. You're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna fucking hate yourself.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on.
All right, the newest Funko Pop, if you can believe it, is Deadpool. They're doing.
I wasn't gonna guess that. What are you fucking
You
crazy?
couldn't get to your man. You didn't want it enough. Okay, let's see what else we got.
That movie came out like 5 years ago.
Deadpool is eternal.
Right, well, I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess. Whatever.
We got some Tokyo Ghoul figures.
Wow.
We got Ja Rule. If you need some.
Yes, dude.
Honestly, I didn't expect these to be as reasonably priced as they are. They're only $12. That's like.
Well, yeah, because you have to buy 800 of them.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, because they just put out the new Choji Akamichi feature from a fucking figure from Naruto. You get Hidan. You got the whole Naruto cast here. Okay, let's see.
The whole cast. Is
The
Boruto in
Iron
there?
Throne from
Can I
Game of
get
Thrones.
some
Of course, you could fucking get Boruto.
Deadpool, Sugoi. It is Sugoi. Happy D. Happy D. Does the way we sound right now, is it reasonable at all? I just need a ballpark because it's making me nervous that I changed something, and I'm looking at the bars. The bars seem okay. It's just anything helps. I can't listen to it.
Anything helps.
Your contribution.
Well, anyway, so Adam Savage, but really, we all know that, like, if we were the MythBusters, I would be Tori Belleci because I get pussy, and you would be Carrie Byron because you're a girl.
Because I am the pussy. Yeah.
Because
I'm pregnant.
Because you're pregnant with my baby.
I'm pregnant all the time.
You're illegitimately. Did you hear that Tori Belleci knocked up Carrie Byron out of wedlock?
It was actually during the show. Up. Oh, there's David here. You're telling me you found a Toshiro Mifune Funko Pop and you wouldn't buy it? Who is that?
That's the lead actor from Seven Samurai. He's worked with Kurosawa in a number of movies. One of the most famous Japanese actors ever.
I see. Sound good? Maybe the same. I don't know. That's good enough for me. All I needed was it's not fucking terrible. It's not blowing my ears out.
Did you watch a lot of MythBusters?
I think I might have seen all of MythBusters. Before it would, like, really got bad, and like the two main guys were like, I feel like there was a point where the two main guys weren't even on it anymore, and it was just like all these people.
It was
but yeah, everything, like,
there was must-watch television.
Everything in the 2000s was yeah for sure.
You had I had to DVR every single episode, and it was like, fucking, what are you gonna miss? You're gonna miss. They're gonna do ninja myths. Am I gonna miss?
So many things I know because of MythBusters, like I don't know, just everything. The dumbest like thought I ever had, the dumbest I ever was in my life, where even at the time I was like, holy shit, I'm such a fucking idiot, is the first time I ever drank alcohol. I was at my uncle's beach house. I got into his liquor stash, and I was like, I'll drink vodka, because I remember when they were testing alcohol myths on MythBusters, the narrator said vodka is odorless and tasteless. So I thought that vodka was going to be like water because I'm retarded. And I drink it and I'm like, what the fuck?
You lied to me!
This isn't odorless or tasteless. This tastes like
betrayed.
Chemicals. Yeah. So, and I was like, oh God, I'm fucking dumb as shit.
Man.
Time to once again have a Magic the Gathering recent polls dick measuring contest. I bought exactly one collector booster and pulled a serialized breeding pool.
Did you really?
You waste any
Damn.
money. Those I thought it said. Well, I actually thought it said bleeding pool, and I was like, oh, that's more reasonable. But breeding pool, that's scandalous.
Come back to me when you pull a drowning pool, and then we can talk, buddy.
Come back when you pull a Tim pool. Come back when you pull off Tim Pool.
That probably wouldn't be that hard. That's a serialized breeding pool. That's pretty good. Yeah, I haven't pulled anything recently. I've been too busy to do magic shit, unfortunately. But what else is going on? You need to watch a trailer.
Yes. So you told me not to watch this until the podcast. This is, here it is. This is a trailer for we found out it's not a full-length feature film. This is a short film that is a companion piece to a album by Mrs. Jennifer Lopez,
also known as Jenny from the Block to some.
Oh, someone's live. Okay, so let's watch. Hold on, let me put it on the screen here. Yeah. Oh. All right, let's see what's going on.
I know what they say about me. About hopeless romantics.
I mean, this is...
That we're weak.
This is... I assume this is like her music videos. It's like she's always like making out with like a really young, like probably gay guy, like Madonna.
Probably so. I don't know anything about her music videos.
Yeah, it's
And I'm not weak.
It makes sense.
I learned the hard way. Not all love stories have a happy ending.
Wow.
Time's up. Let's pick this back up next week.
What are you guys doing here?
We think you might be a sex addict.
Oh, that's what was happening.
Maybe.
Okay, there was no sex happening. I was okay. Is when she dances and does musical numbers? Is that the sex? Is that a metaphor? Is it like,
I don't know. You'll have to ask Ben.
Is it like,
I'm not sure.
Is it like when the piñatas in Viva Piñata go into the tent and it bounces around? Is it like that? Maybe that's what's happening.
Third time's the charm?
Oh, there's a bunch of dudes.
Haven't been sleeping well lately. I guess I
Probably
never
because
have.
my hair's like this.
When I was little, I used to share a room with my sister. She used to sleep so peacefully.
Oh, she's in sex addict AA.
And I just used to lie there awake thinking, how does anybody sleep that way when your heart never goes to sleep?
Oh, it's her heart.
You feel like nobody gets you.
Turns out I was on cocaine.
It's never enough for you.
He's a liar.
I've never lied to you.
And the constant criticism. She thinks I'm her employee.
Employer.
Being with you feels like home.
All these dudes she's with look like they're so metrosexual. It's like it's not believable at all that they would be like, you know, cougar hunters.
For a reason.
I mean, I guess she's rich, you know, but
Whenever
like
someone asked
whatever.
me what I wanted to be when I grew up, my answer was always in love.
This just looks like Cloud Atlas to me.
There was a line in there that unfortunately you paused during, which is there was a she says you remind you it's like when I'm with you I feel like I'm at home and I left home for a reason, which really really cracked me up.
I mean, that's pretty standard like rom-com dialogue. I feel like
this really took the wind out of my sails learning this wasn't a feature-length film. I thought that we were in for some shit here.
This should be a $200 million.
I'm not convinced it isn't
Rodriguez
$200 million.
Yeah,
This is, you know, it looks fucking expensive as shit. Yeah, but yeah, no, this looks like why would anybody watch this?
How many
this
of y'all
like,
had this happen? Is this like is this the music that's actually on the album? This is like not even pop. It's like, what kind of music is this? It's trailer music. It's probably just for the trailer.
But like what is Jennifer Lopez a big enough artist to where like they can just dump millions and millions of dollars into this and like it's gonna get a return? Like
I mean, it's like music videos, right? Like it's meant to generate, you know, it's not making money on its own, and it's her first album in 10 years. I saw, so they're trying to make it like a big release, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out of touch, that's for sure. But like
I'm out of touch with older women.
Yeah,
the only group I'm more out of touch with than women. It's old women.
Older women is a group I wish I was more in touch with, if you get my meaning. Because they are, you know, they're, you know, older women they're more experienced and they can teach you things or whatever. Whatever people say.
Whatever the
like,
fuck
oh,
people
they
say.
girl, they yeah, whatever. But isn't the idea that you want to clown on somebody? Like, why would you want to be with somebody that's got like a lot of sexual experience when you could be with somebody that you're just blowing their fucking mind? They're like, I've like this is no one's ever put their entire fist in my ass before. You know, like that's really what I think is more fun, is just shocking somebody. Yeah. Doing something that previously they would never even considered, and you know, even considered appalling, and then they're in the moment, you're doing it, and then they're like, oh, okay, now I understand.
Yeah, like I mean, I hesitate to throw this term around because it's being misused wantonly, but I mean that really is like a porn addiction thing where guys who say that are just like they need moves, they need the chick to do moves on them, you know, like They need to have a fingernail pressed into their frenulum or something, and they need to like
Oh.
they need to be squatted over or some like weird shit. And they're like, yeah, dude, you gotta get a chick who knows the fucking moves, who fucking farts in your face or whatever. Yeah.
You need a girl to use your balls like a speed bag. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you. That's older women. Older women will just they'll just abuse you. They'll put you into a cage for weeks in their basement. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Jennifer Lopez thing was a bit of a bust. I'm honestly a little bit of. I'm a little bummed.
At least we solved the mystery.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I wonder if I had anything in my notes that happened to me. The only other thing that I was going to mention is that I saw a cool bird, a peregrine falcon,
shit.
landed on my deck right in front of me the other day. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Very nice. Oh, you know what? Did I ever I feel like we never had closure on the pot pie arc. Remember you told me to make those
because you had turkey.
I had
because
all
you
this,
had the turkey.
I had all this leftover turkey. You were like, make some pot pies. I was like, you're a genius. Motherfucker, I made 3 pot pies.
Let's go.
And
that's a lot of pot pies.
And
dog.
I ate like 2 of them in a week. Put one in the freezer for like a month. Just had it like a week ago. One of the tastiest things I've ever made in my life.
Let's go.
Fucking
hell yeah,
incredible.
dude.
Because I had this very concentrated like turkey stock from Thanksgiving that I saved some of it. Used that in the. It was insane. So that was very successful.
You, bro.
Oh yes.
I had 2 tragedies today. One near tragedy and an absolute tragedy, which is I finally tried my hands at pickling vegetables. I pickled some carrots and some cucumbers. And while I was in my fridge earlier, I accidentally bumped the cucumbers off the shelf and shattered the glass on the floor. And I'd gotten about 3 meals out of them, and I probably had another 8 or 9 in front of me. And it just broke and filled my entire fucking.
You're putting them onto things.
Yeah, they were like in meals. Yeah, they're like I've been making Asian dishes and putting some pickled cucumbers on there, pickled carrots. The carrots are still good, but the cucumbers, it was just an explosion of vinegar and sugar in my
the stickiness. Yeah. Oh man.
God. And
under the fridge.
This was I had a bit of a gamer moment where I was getting preparations for some bibimbap, which is a Korean dish. I had been making that, and I was getting spinach I was going to wilt some spinach for it, and I took the bag of spinach and hurled it against the wall as hard as I possibly could because I was so pissed that I had to clean up my cucumbers. The spinach ended up. It was impotent rage. It was really. It felt good though. It really does feel good to just huck.
You have to do something really stupid, so you're like, okay, whatever. You just.
But
you have to do something so violent that you just feel dumb instead of angry.
But if of all the things to throw, it was the best because it had enough heft to where it smacked into the wall in a really satisfying way. But it also didn't harm anything. I might have to consider that in the future. I need to get just my pocket spinach in case I'm in a fit of rage. The other thing that I had was so my new graphics card is it runs hot in
What'd you get again?
I have the stream stopped. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you still. I think that might be on YouTube's end.
That's weird.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not uploading to. Oh, okay, it's back. That was weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that's YouTube's fault because we kept hearing each other that whole time.
Yeah. So anyway, my 3090 runs hot, and it was overheating in my case. So I'm gonna have to get a better solution, but I'm being like, okay, I'll just remove some of the vent covers because this case has a bunch of optional vent covers on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'll just have to make sure that I don't put anything near there that could possibly ingress through the open exhaust ports. fucking
Oh, we cut out again. That's weird.
my
We're back
okay.
again, though.
We're back again. So
Yes.
anyway, so open exhaust ports on my computer, and my cat is climbing up onto my desk to come sit next to me, and I go to pet him and I knock a drink over,
Oh
and
my God.
the drink spills and slowly creeps to the edge of the table. And I sprint into my kitchen and grab paper towels and come back. And a little bit of it is dripped into my case, but mercifully, the drink it just went straight through to the bottom of my case and didn't actually hit any of the components. I mean, that would have been
that would
a year ruiner.
fucked your whole.
The Bills could win the Super Bowl, and I would still not be happy. I would still be pouting over the fact that my computer has been destroyed, with my $1,000 graphics card inside of it. But
that's cheap for a graphics card now. I'm like,
but that was
only
in
4 digits.
That was in one. That was one day. Those were like
long.
hours apart. The graphics card was first, and that was a near miss, and like that was obviously fine. But the cucumber thing, it blew my top.
Oh yeah. No, that's.
What else is going on? I have to buy a new car.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just officially reached the point where it's not worth putting money into mine. The one of the rear windows went out, like the motor is gone, so I have to tape it up. So
it stays down.
The motor is blown, so like it won't go up or down. It's just stuck at a certain level, but I can lift it and then tape it at the top so that it doesn't slide down. So I got to buy a new car.
You gotta leave it somewhere and let that shit get stolen. Get the insurance money.
But yeah, that's really it. That's all I got going on in my life right now. Have I watched any movies recently? I watched The Irishman. Had I watched The Irishman by the last time we recorded?
I don't.
Did I talk about that at all?
Did you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I never finished it.
I really liked it actually. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I think that the de-aging stuff's a little overblown.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been good if it weren't constantly distracting you with how like fucked up everyone looks.
That's only for like 30 minutes. There are like sequences where they look fucked up, but I really wasn't that bothered.
I mean, like, yeah, there's the all the de-aging stuff, but then there's also the scenes where they're supposed to be like in their 40s and they're like 80, you know? So it's like the other way too.
Yeah, I just kind of like didn't really like process the ages that they're supposed to be. Like I just didn't care. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna pretend that they're older than they are. And once you do that, it becomes pretty watchable. I really like. I think Al Pacino's pretty good in that movie. But anyway, you watch anything? You watched something with Steven.
Steven and I hung out. What the fuck did we even watch again? It was just this past weekend. I can't even fucking remember. I already forgot. We watched the new Michael Massfender. We watched the Killer.
Oh, how'd you like The Killer?
It sucked. It was like unwatchable. We just talked the whole time.
Damn.
Yeah, it really just felt like a bad Netflix, like, you know, a very straight to Netflix movie, which it was.
Probably I rewatched Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
David's dad has seen The Killer well over 15 times, and he's been watching on a repeat for weeks.
What in the fuck?
I have to say, I watched The Killer and I didn't think it was that bad. I was pretty entertained. I do like Michael Fassbender though, so I have to throw that out there. My priors. He just loves it.
Sometimes your dad just loves it. Just loves it.
Yeah. I'm transitioning into your dad just loves it. I watched The Irishman and wasn't bothered by the CGI. I watched The Killer and thought it was pretty good. You know, things are going great for me right now. I gotta keep this going. Don't even criticize anything. I'm just an open receptacle for info. Did I do it?
You're just watching Godzilla. You're like, this just looks real. These effects these days.
Did I do there? Am I there? Did I get through to the point where? Did I do there?
Yeah, man. Buy some sweatpants.
I literally just bought new pajamas. I bought a couple new
Yeah.
pairs of pajamas, and they got like sweatpant cuffs, so they kind of double as pants when you think about it. Yeah, rewatch Godzilla King of the Monsters. It turns out when you're not seeing it in an IMAX movie theater, it's not really as engaging.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, which it is. Goddamn, going to the IMAX theater is fucking awesome. You could put anything on that screen, and it's so compelling.
Yeah, I haven't done that since I was a kid, but that sounds pretty fun.
It's awesome. I mean, I think I talked about it. I've talked about this a couple times, but like going to Avatar and every single person in the theater's mouth is just agape, and they're drooling on themselves into their popcorn, and they're slumped in their chairs. New Godzilla movie was real good. Talking about Godzilla -1. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to watch that one. Everyone says that shit rules.
Yeah, all I've heard that is that it is shockingly dark. Is all that I've heard. Yeah, there's only been like the Japanese made 2 good Godzilla movies. There's the original one, and then there's Shin Godzilla, and then they have not been able to make a good Godzilla movie other than that. I'm interested to see this one though. Maybe they got a third.
That's still more than us. We have like half of one.
Yeah, there was a 2014 Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Which is like.
Go ahead.
I like the 2014 Godzilla movie's uneven, just kind of like pretty standard.
Yeah. Then King of the Monsters was the one. I didn't see it, but it pissed me off because that was the one everyone was just like, "Fuck yeah, dude! It's all monsters, no characters, just fucking action the whole time. That's what I want. That's what the fans want, dude." And it's like, just because the last Godzilla had bad characters doesn't mean that you should just like throw out the concept of having human characters in the Godzilla movie. That's not a good
throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
That's called
learned
helplessness. Yeah, you should have higher standards, not lower standards. It's like that new fucking John Woo movie where it's like, it's like John Wick. It's like a bad revenge movie, but the gimmick is that the guy doesn't talk. It's just like he doesn't say anything the whole movie, and everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, dude! All action, no bullshit." And it's like, no, that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be your goal. Just because most movies have terrible characters and dialogue, you should be aiming higher. You shouldn't be just like, nah, fuck it, dude.
Yeah, because really,
all
like
cool action guys all the time.
You know what the best movie? I think the older I get, the more I think that Police Story with Jackie Chan's Police Story might be the best movie ever made, because it has the most incredible action sequences ever, and also his character in the movie is so charismatic and entertaining. He's and like unique.
He's trying so hard to entertain you, like he
and just succeeding.
I mean, it's just impossible not to love it the whole time. The funniest thing about me watching that movie is because, and look, this might have been because I was on mushrooms, but I had to get used to, like, because China does movies differently, and I didn't get that at first, so I had to get used to it. And at the very beginning of that movie, I think it's his partner shoots a man and watches him die, and then he pees his pants. Do you remember this?
Yeah, of course.
And I watched that, and I was like horrified. I thought that was like to me that was an extremely serious. I was like,
you didn't you couldn't process the tone. You were only.
I had no idea what the tone was, so I'm just watching this man, look at he's taken his first life, and he watches this man collapse before him, and he's realizing what he's just done, and he urinates himself. And then later in the movie, as I'm processing like the tone of the movie, I'm like, wait a second, that was comedic relief.
yeah it's in a wide shot, so it's funny. You couldn't process the language of cinema. You were too stoned.
Yeah, so
that's
that was awesome.
Yes. Yes, watching movies on psychedelics
You have
makes
to
it
acclimate
really
yourself
hard
to
to
China.
process what the fuck's going on. And watching another culture's movies only amplifies that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, yeah. Yes, no, movies that are just it's awesome because there's action in it. Is like it's a bleep test. It's just a bit of a bleep test. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like Rogue One. It's like Rogue One. Rogue One's a bleep test. Like that's like, you know, we can
I
play.
still
we can
gotta.
put-
I still do want to watch that. I gotta remember to. We gotta watch that. I gotta watch that with Steven next time.
You and Steven should watch that. Yeah,
I'm gonna put
because
that
like
on the
it.
list. Yeah. I need to
it's
know.
so-
I have to. I need to watch the slop. I need the slop. Give it to me. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I live for slop. I'm.
Anyway, this is a seasonal episode, so we got to get into the meat here because otherwise this will
Yeah.
be
Speaking of slop,
yeah.
hold on, I need to add Rogue 2007, directed by Greg McLean, to my to watch list.
Of course, everyone's favorite.
How many fucking movies have the word rogue in? Here it is.
That's the plebe test.
That's the true plebe test. Yeah, there's a big alligator.
Plebe test is finding the movie.
Yeah, bit of gatekeeping here. No, you can't find my Star Wars movie. Add to lists. Yeah, we watched. How many shows did we watch for this? This is
I
winter.
watched 5, and then you
Seasonal-
watched 6.
Seasonal winter anime shows. Yes. And it's only 6 shows, but luckily, the ones that people care about are here. They all aired first. So, starting us off is Ishura. Okay, this isn't the one. This isn't one of the ones people care about, but
No.
we're getting there. Ishura. Oh yeah, look at these CG Arabian men. Do you think that bourbon and root beer would go well together?
Only one way to find out, man. You're a man of science.
All right.
Yeah, fuck you. The MythBusters trained you up. You understand this. You grew up
Today we're
on
gonna say to man,
MythBusters.
Can I get drunk? Let's find out. I don't think he's gonna get drunk. I don't think it's going to work. This is absolutely going to work, everybody. I have utmost confidence. Yeah, that's you have to.
it's me. You can take Jamie Hyneman. Fuck that loser.
rules.
No.
Jamie was always the one. He just wanted to build cool shit. Adam was just the. He was the monkey man. He was the fucking Kevin Hart man. I'm Cat
No,
Williams.
fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I'm actually Tori Belleci.
You know, this
which
whole
is the
time
hot one.
I didn't know why Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle hated Kevin Hart, and I thought it would be funnier if I just didn't look into it and just kind of, because I keep getting like all these YouTube shorts with Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle.
He just did like an interview or some bullshit. Or
Yeah,
whatever
Cat Williams just did his like. When you just like dress and talk like him, you can just like kind of, if you say something very confidently, you know, everyone's like, he's fucking talking the realest shit right now. He doesn't fucking pull punches for anyone.
Obvious crazy person, obviously insane person. Cat
No,
Williams.
he's not even crazy. He's just like, you know. What I found out is that they hate Kevin Hart because he wore a dress on SNL for a sketch, and it's
God
like
damn.
the black guy wearing a dress thing, which I've made fun of before in one of my best tweets. But yeah, like they think it's like they're doing it to black guys on purpose to like keep them in line, because they don't realize that like Hollywood is just gay and lame, and if you work for them, you're just gonna have to like do gay and lame shit. So they think it's like, they literally think it's the Illuminati making them like.
I don't know,
like
man. We just did that to ourselves. Like Shakespearean performances, they're like, no women, no girls, please. All the girls will be played by men, thank you. Like fucking, you know, just like it's in the history of Western entertainment for dudes to dress like ladies.
Yeah, but that wasn't really in a gay way. I don't think
It was
like,
in a gay way, actually. I looked into it.
No.
It was a theater performance.
Yes, but like they didn't have guys like make out like because they think it's you know, like funny, you know.
I've seen some videos that would I beg to differ. Honestly,
You saw videos of Shakespeare?
I saw videos of dudes making out that I thought were pretty funny.
We're talking. You've shifted the goalposts. By the way, the bourbon and rum.
That's all I got.
Or bourbon rum. The bourbon and root beer, that does work. Confirmed.
Okay,
Myth confirmed.
Bam!
Yuki
It
Bakuhatsu
slams in.
Bang Braver in episode 2 came out today and cemented itself as hopeful contender for show of the season for me. Obari is back, baby. What the fuck is that?
All right. I'm gonna go. You get a beverage.
You have to pee
refresh.
again? Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm getting a drink.
Oh, okay.
You just got a drink.
No, I didn't.
God
I didn't
damn.
leave my desk.
I'm going to pee in about 5 minutes, but let me get my drink first.
Jesus fucking Christ. We haven't said how long he peed. Oh, I guess he peed before we started. It's been 45 minutes. Okay, so Yuki Baku, what is Bang Braver? Wait, Obari. Is Obari? Is that a? Oh, the director. Oh, this is the fucking. This is the Bubblegum Crisis guy? Yeah. Okay. Right. What did he do more recently? Wasn't there like a... Oh, he did... Oh, he was the guy, he did like the mech segments of Pop Team Epic, and it was like, oh, they got one of the, like a big mech guy, and it was Obari. And Gao Kaiser. Or the video game. Wait. What? I don't know. Okay. My memory's being jogged. Okay, so he's back. And he's doing a show with a very alliterative title. Lots of characters. Yeah, this looks very... This is pretty... This is like retro. This is like 90s. It's like a... Yeah, it's like silly robot. Lots of girls. They're floating in space. It's like a King Geiner or something. Space... what was that space show? I don't fucking know. What's going on in this show? Lewis Smith and Ao Isami meet each other in Oahu, Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm drinking so much water and so much lime juice. My skin's going to be fucking awesome.
Starts very dry, becomes very silly. That sounds good. Yeah.
Starts very dry and becomes very silly. Sounds like all of my sexual encounters.
But
all right, let's talk about this bullshit show.
Ishura. Light novel Passion and Sanzigen. The synopsis starts out, in a world where the Demon King has died. And I went,
It's one of them.
This show's, I could only find it in 720p.
Yes.
Honestly, kind of sick. I like.
Doesn't it take you back a little bit? Doesn't it give you a little bit?
It's stretching things out, like fuzzing out the details a little bit, especially when the show doesn't look great. It's like, hey, not bad.
Honestly, I only started downloading 1080p shows like the last 2 years.
Oh
I was just out of habit, always going for the 720p,
Wow.
just because that's what I fucking came up on, bro.
Old habits. Yeah, there's an earthquake. There's a girl. She's noticing her senpai. They're like, I got like 20 minutes into this show and was like, wait, what's the setting? Where are we? It's like the
weren't they
desert.
going to like a magic school or some bullshit?
It's the desert. It like looks just like 9th century fucking Iraq or something. But then there's just like a magical school with Japanese girls. And there's like, we have this Yuri relationship budding in the first part of the show. I've written these faces are so fucked. They don't look too fucked in these screenshots, but I guess there were some shots where the faces were fucked. Oh, and then there were robots.
This is the hardest core death flag. Like, just no chance this motherfucker's making out of the scenario.
Yeah, I mean, the very first scene, like she runs up to her and she's like, "Oh, hello, my beautiful underclassmen. I will always be here with you. I will teach you things."
I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
Yeah. Is this the show with the skeleton? I do not think it is the show with the skeleton. So
one of the girls is probably going to be a skeleton pretty soon.
Well, yes. Yeah, I mean, technically there are skeletons inside all of these characters.
That's really fucking scary.
There is robots. There's a great labyrinth. It's very, it's very gay, as you can see here. More robots show up, and then it's very gory, a little excessive. They like tear this love interest limb from limb in front of us as she screams.
I like to say
dies.
this is a very
This
there's
is
a
7
couple of
minutes
recurring
into the
themes.
show.
There are a couple of recurring themes throughout this season, and one of them is grim dark murder immediately. This is the most gruesome
quick.
one. The
This
person
one's-
girl getting torn limb from limb is pretty over the line.
It's too much for 7 minutes into the first episode, and you're like, you're feeling very like, you're like, man, come on, you have that feeling where you're like, geez. And then what is, you think of, you've seen shows like with this type of content before, it's meant to shock you, it's meant to put you in a particular
Yes, of course.
emotional place. What's the most annoying dude who could show up immediately after you've just watched your gay girlfriend get torn to pieces? Fucking Yuki Kaiji with flip-flops and a sword. Oh my god. That's who solves this problem here, is Yuki Kaiji character who has a sword, and he's got a fucking bandana and like a fang, and it's the worst dude. And it also completely again, what is the setting? It's like it's Japanese delinquent swordsman. He's like Mugen from Samurai Champloo. Like, what is this fucking guy?
It all feels so like overview. Like someone does like a synopsis. They're coming up with like a synopsis for something where like there's no finer details to it.
But it doesn't even work as a synopsis. It's like
no. But it's more broad than that. It's like, okay, there's a city that has a school in it, and there's a labyrinth at the center of it that actually turns out to be a giant mech, and then the city is destroyed along with the main character's like lady friend, and then a guy shows up who's going to take her on an adventure to get out of here. And then there's no further detail beyond that in terms of like, what is the setting? Where's the location? They just kind of jammed archetypes into those slots. They're like, fuck, we got to get this thing to print really fast. I don't know. I'm going desert for this one. Okay.
Dartboard. Okay. Desert, magic school. Yeah. It would be like if Kamina died in Gurren Lagann, and then in the same episode, like Gallagher showed up, hey, it's Robin Williams, God, just fucking go away.
Well, the main character should be like completely incapacitated with grief. Their entire world has been utterly destroyed. Everything that they once knew has been has been destroyed in front of them. And then, like you said,
Cheddar Goblin shows up.
Yeah, fucking Chester Cheetah shows up. And Chester Cheetah shows up. And he uses his flaming hot powers to take down the giant labyrinth.
And everything he says is just pure, brazen confidence, and it became so obnoxious at some point that I was like, wait a second, is this on purpose? Am I supposed to be feeling this way? Maybe he's supposed to be the most grating character possible, and I don't think that's what the case was, but I'm still not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's dangerously cheesy for sure.
It is.
It's.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
No, that's my favorite line in this episode.
Yeah.
Is when Chester Cheetah looks over his shoulder with his katana over the other shoulder and says, "It ain't easy being cheesy," and then dives headfirst into the giant robot.
Yep. Yeah, man.
It sucks. The
it really
main character.
Sucks.
The main character is like. Can you imagine getting she's ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
It's not even like she's swallowed. You know, it's not even like oh maybe she's dead. It's like no, she gets fucking torn limb from limb by a mechanical machine monster in front of her, and then she realizes that she could have saved her if she just tried to, and then she moments before the Chester Cheetah shows up, she's like, I wish I had died too. And then it's an immediate turnaround in the span of one must be 5 minutes. It's ridiculous tonal whiplash.
I mean there's so much, we've seen tonal whiplash, but this is like, again, this went so far as to make me think that it was supposed to be making me angry. Like I was trying to think, I don't know if I've ever gotten goosebumps from hating something before. But this show did that to me. And I was like, damn, that's actually kind of impressive. If that was on purpose, good job. But my hopes are not very high for that.
It would be like you just survived the firebombing of Tokyo, and then you walk outside the city, and then the first person that comes up is American GI that's like, this is fucking awesome. He's like some fucking retard from the Bronx shows up, and he's like, this is fucking rad as fuck. I love killing, and it like, and then
yeah, he's eating a chopped cheese.
Yeah, and it's like it stretches credulity, let's to say the least.
Yeah.
It's difficult when your characters don't act in a way that human characters would behave.
You guys aren't dead inside enough. I feel absolutely nothing after the girl dying and just thought the fight scene was cool. You have lost a core component of yourself, I'm afraid. It's fine. It happens.
But that's the thing, is like my thought during this is I'm like, this fight it would be a cool climactic fight in like 8 episodes down the line, and here a character getting killed is an archetype.
There's motion at my front door. He's here. Yuki Kaiji is here to bisect me. Right, that's not what I meant to say.
Anyway, let's.
That's a mighty flashy blast. Blows bubblegum bubble.
Yeah, it's exactly. We got to move on from this show. This sucks. Of guy.
Yeah, this was insanity. I felt pure hatred watching it.
It's so hard trying. It's like it's trying to manipulate you in so many different directions so hard you feel like you're getting pulled in half. It's like fucking chill out a little bit. In one of the directions you have to chill out. You have to chill out in the grimdark direction, or you have to chill out in the totally.
I really got to
totally extreme. Yeah. Anyway. Next show.
All notifications. Thank you. Yes. Next show. Whatever the fuck it's called. This is one of the ones people care about. Mahou Shoujo ni Akogarete. Gushing over magical girls. Ugh.
Emphasis on gushing.
Yes. Manga adaptation by Asahi. Yes. I heard about this recently. I heard that the manga has good art and is basically softcore porn, like really softcore. And yeah, actually, it sure seems that way.
Oh yeah. Nipples
in here.
Didn't even have to search for it. Didn't even have to look for the uncensored version. Just came with it.
I think the fan sub, the rips are getting the good stuff. It might be less censored on the Blu-ray, but yeah, we got nipples. And you know what? The art style is pretty good, actually. I heard speculation that the show, would be like a, one of these adaptations where it just looks bad because they're just kind of cashing in. It's pretty good. Lots of good faces in this first episode.
Absolutely.
It's a show about magical girls. They're real, and everybody knows about them. And there's it's referential. The main character's name is Utena. I get it. And she wants to be a magical girl, but instead she becomes the one of the villains of the week, one of the nemesis. But her thing is that she likes to smackety smack him around, because she's actually a fucking sicko on the inside. And there's butts and boobs and stuff, and she makes faces for the show.
This really hit the spot, I gotta say.
Drooping torpedoes. Yes, exactly. Nice shading. Yeah, small perkies. Let's go.
This is
finally a show to deliver me my small perkies, medium perkies, whatever.
Yeah, they put the emphasis on the top boob curve, which is often neglected. The inverse boob curve at the top.
Yes.
Because most of them are outward curves, but this is a convex, so that you have your concave top curve on the breast, and that provides just a little extra flavor, a little zest. That a lot of other shows are just sorely lacking. Like it's not a type of breast that we are often graced with anymore.
That's a butt there. Oh yeah, like this kind of.
But anyway, yeah, this hit the spot. I was really vibing with everything going on here. I the thing that kind of was the most compelling to me beyond the nudity, if you can believe it, was the arc of the main character basically getting blackmailed into becoming a villain and realizing that she liked it. I thought that felt pretty organic and well done, and I really bought it, honestly. Like, because it's like, okay, well, and I like that she reacts the way that any real person would, which is like to be like, hey, no, I'm actually I was forced to be a villain. She's trying to talk to the Mahou shoujos, and they're either they think that it's a trick. It's just that little extra detail there really kind of worked for me. Didn't help me buy in, which is dumb because it's a show. Well, it's a gag comedy where girls get fondled by monsters. But that's the thing is like, you need that human element to really buoy.
No, it's a fun character where she's like, no, I'm not like that, and then the little mascot is just like, no, go fucking spank him. She's like, well, if I have to.
It's great. I loved it.
It's simple. One of the things we're running into a lot is these shows, they're trying to throw too many fucking things together. We'll see more of that later. That last show having all these different elements. This is nice, simple, to the point. You see? You got to just focus in.
I get the formula, but also it's not just the formula off the bat. They ease you into the formula, like as the character's being eased in, and she's, it's good writing. On top of the fact that it's like a horned up sex comedy, it's just genuinely good writing. They just there's just enough. No, but there's just enough answering of the obvious questions that you would have. Where like a lesser show might just like completely dodge all this and go straight to the horn doggery. This has got just enough, like basically setting your mental stage to buy in, and then you don't have any questions after a certain point. You're in there. So I really did enjoy this. I think I might have been primed to enjoy this, but also the beginning of the other theme across these shows, which is this is not the grimdark death, but this is instead the masochistic sort of
oh, I see. Yeah.
So, or I guess this is sadistic. This is sadism.
Yeah, this is the opposite. Yeah. This is
this is but there are 3 across this season, which from just the first few shows that I watched, which is kind of shocking, honestly. So
I can only think of one. You have to remind me.
Okay. Well, yeah. So
this one, mainly the plot and the writing, pretty. Mainly what's
that's what I'm here for.
Also, this tummy. This was crazy.
This is nuts.
This was nuts. This was insane.
This is nuts. This motherfucker don't miss. This is.
That's unreal.
Go to jail.
Yeah.
Go to you.
I don't even do to deserve this. I haven't earned this.
Whoever did this has to go to horny jail, because this is the extra little belly curve on the side. Are you joking?
How did they even know how to do that? How did they even know?
Yeah, honestly, because I know the people that draw anime don't ever get bitches, so they can't know that that's how that works.
Episode 3 has more prime tummy. What the fuck? Oh my gosh, I have to watch more.
Yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner right there.
Also, tickling is fun. That's a fun.
The tickling, and that's the other. I didn't even because I've been asking for years, incessantly. give me some pervy shit. And I know that tickling's not that pervy, but like this is what I'm talking about.
It's you know, it has a it's like a little, it's ominous. It has a sort of dark, I don't know, yeah.
Well, yeah, why are you getting off on it? Is the
Right,
thing.
exactly.
And but it's like
not,
like it should.
That's why it's so, you know, because there's nothing sexual about it. It's just pure control. There's not even
That's exactly it. Yes. It's I was just tickled. I was tickled by this show.
Hey,
Literally.
there you go.
Yeah. But like just unbelievable that it really did strike all the right chords, and it gave me the perverted horniness that I'm looking for out of my shows without being crass, mind you. Which I do enjoy, full on just guys getting pissed on, as we know. That's not that I'm enjoying it, obviously, but I enjoy knowing that it's being made.
Yeah, no, conceptually only.
Yes, but in this case, I think this is fun for the whole family. Like this is good, clean family fun.
Yeah, put this on the TV. You know, 4th of July, Christmas, family's over. Toss
Lovely.
it on. Throw it up.
Lovely.
Next, the other show that people care about. It's Dungeon Meshi, and
yes,
care about is putting it. You know, it's kind of generous, but it's popular, I guess. Delicious in Dungeon. I'm not calling it that.
That's a bad name.
No,
they couldn't get anything better than that.
I know. Like what? Like, you know. Ugh.
Someone phoned that in. This is a show that could have Western success. So they got Delicious in Dungeon.
Delicious in Dungeon. And I saw people being like, "Don't call it by its English name," and it's like, no, dude. Dungeon.
You know,
Meshi
I guess
I don't care. I don't know what Meshi means.
I guess honestly, like, you can just have the most janked up English name ever, and it's proven that it doesn't actually fucking matter at all. Like it's just at this point, like, as long as the show is entertaining enough to Western audiences, they will call it fucking anything. So, yeah, I guess Delicious in Dungeon will probably have a lot of merch and Hot Topic next year.
No, even Scumbag Steve's here. Your Honor, maybe an unfrozen scumbag lawyer.
I'm gonna feed my cat some
conceptually
shut
thinks
up.
hentai is fun for the whole. Hey, get here and defend yourself. Don't run away. What do you have to say? Oh, he left. He's nervous. You can tell he's guilty. Yeah, guilty conscience.
All right.
Obvious as can be. It's a manga adaptation by, guess who? It's Trigger. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Trigger kind of doing a weird adaptation that is not tonally like them at all. Every once in a while, it's like, I mean, I guess has it been like since, I mean, I guess you can kind of compare it to like Little Witch Academia, maybe a little bit, but
well,
you know,
the thing is
what was
their
their last like weird adaptation? Was it like Everyday Battles, whatever the fuck that show was called?
I mean, they did Edge Runners, but that's not weird.
It's not an adaptation. I mean, it's not really. You know, I mean, it's an existing property. Oh yeah, Inobato was like another just sort of odd light novel adaptation. They
look. The thing is that the next two things on their like release list are New Panty and Stocking and Inferno Cop 2. They're just prepping to take a lot of losses. Like they're really just like making sure that they got the coffers filled, because
I always
they're
wonder,
about to
like,
lose a shit ton of money.
When a studio does a show like this, is it like, I don't know anything about like, you know, anime production? Like, is this to keep the lights on? Is it to train new animators? You know, is it like to have like one team do something while like the primary team works on something for a longer period of time? You know, do they have some contractual thing where they have to do a certain number? Who knows? I don't know how this shit works, but hey, they're doing it.
It prints money, bitch.
Maybe, yeah. It's one of these shows where it's like fantasy, and it's a lot of explaining fantasy food recipes. And as far as I can tell, there's basically one character that people care about in this, and it's hey, can you believe it's the blonde elf girl? It's her.
I can believe it.
Yes. So, it's a party. They're in a dungeon. It's a couple people get eaten by a dragon, but I guess that doesn't mean they're like dead. So they go back inside this first episode to try and rescue him, and they cook some food on the way. I've written, I will impregnate this elf.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So they run into a dwarf.
Are you ready to wait for 9 months? Because I knocked her up already. Sorry.
I'm actually gonna re-knock her up, and my baby's gonna kick your baby's ass out of there. I'm gonna use baby strengthening magic to have my baby wrestle your baby, do MMA moves on your baby.
Well, that's actually it's funny that you think that it's actually only one baby, because I have strong swimmers, so it's actually fraternal triplets, and they're going to kick the fuck out of your pussy ass little baby. Your baby can't handle 3 of me. Are you kidding me? They're about to, all right, get the fuck out of here. Your baby's gonna kick my baby's ass.
Actually, my baby has that Naruto move where you make a bunch of you at the same time, and you have a circle, and you can't tell which one's which, and you try to hit one of them, and it disappears, and you're like, oh, that was a hologram, and they're gonna do that.
That's funny because I actually just shoved a fucking Glock into her pussy. And my kids, between the 3 of them, have 1 Glock, and you don't know which one has it. So good luck.
What I did is I waited until they were making this stew, and I threw like 8 Plan Bs into there. So actually, I win, motherfucker.
I actually have no way to counter that. I have no contingencies. I'm flipping through my Batman-like list of contingency plans, and I don't have any. What a fool I am!
Yeah, gun that has a flag comes out of it that says "bang." Fuck, no, that doesn't work either.
Oh my god! I didn't play for any external contingencies.
My boxing glove attached to a spring that comes out of the ground. Oh no!
You really are the pussy joker. I mean, there's a MythBusters joke somewhere in here. There's something about we're testing the myth that
my prediction is when she eats the stew full of Plan B, the baby's just gonna fly right out of her pussy basically immediately. I really see. I don't see it go.
Well, I think that if I bust inside her right now, it's my strong swimmers will be able to climb up the stream of Plan B and re-impregnate her. And then right as I come, a piece of metal falls from the ceiling, busted.
Why does he sound like fuck? I don't even know what that sounds like. It's so scary. He sounds like the guy
Welcome to Tested Channel today.
When I killed your brother, I talked. Yes. Yes.
All right. Enough foolishness.
What I understand, the dragon's digestive system takes so long that a sister could probably survive for months. Okay, so it's like a whale. You just hang out in there.
Anyway, so this show is about cooking in the dungeon.
Yeah, they cook some dwarfs. The elf is kind of a picky eater, I guess, is her thing or something.
Well, she's just disgusted by where they're sourcing the food from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like taking mold off the wall and throwing it into a hot pot. And
she gets gooped. Look at her, get gooped, idiot.
Yeah, that's what you get for not wanting to eat the food.
They fight some plants. At one point, someone says that something is salt flavored. Okay. Might be an awkward translation.
Yeah, to me, I was interpreting that because he's saying that it's not just salt flavored, which to me, I interpreted that as being like their adventurer food is oftentimes just like very, very salty because of the need to preserve everything. That might have been read way too far into that, though.
I thought he was just saying that it was savory instead of sweet, and he wasn't expecting that because it was like a cake. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this first episode pretty boring. I don't know. It looks.
I like the I like the guy that does the cooking. I do
dwarf?
like the dwarf guy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's hard not to like the dwarf guy who's just got like all the knowledge about all the food you can cook around
Sure.
you. That's just a layup. And the dishes that they make do look pretty yummy. I think the dynamic's pretty obvious. This is you know, you're funny man, you're straight man. They play off of each other. Sometimes one of them's the funny man, sometimes one of them's the straight man. Um, yeah, not much going on here. I'm really worried about this girl that's in the dragon stomach, but as we've been informed, apparently it's not that serious of a threat.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Because they keep they keep getting distracted and getting taken off of
they
their
are taking
primary...
their time. Yeah. 'Cause they're just
I would
hungry.
if I don't care how serious. Maybe that fucking dragon took some laxatives. I don't know. I don't want to fucking take any risks here. Yeah, I do want to fuck the elf bitch though. So.
Yep.
But actually, I already
did.
did. I already did.
Okay, well, I did before you. Actually, I did.
Yeah,
that too.
it doesn't matter because I have strong swimmers and I gave him a Glock. We already established this.
I went back in time and I invented the Glock and I changed it so that the Glock fires my cum.
So many lives have been spared and so many lives have been made.
So you know what
All
this
right.
show is. It's that.
It looks good. It does have a unique art style. That big noses for one.
They do have some noses happening. Yes.
They don't look Japanese for two.
No one looks Japanese. It's anime.
Did you go there? Because that's what they look like.
Oh, you were not seeing the people the way that I was. I don't know. Actually, now I'm trying to think if I'd looked anyone in the face the entire time I was there.
No, that's really the thing is
Yeah.
you were staring your feet while I was just admiring the gigantic-eyed freaks all
You're
around
just
me.
smacking ladies on the butt on the
Yeah,
train.
I
That's a
fucked a
joke.
girl
You didn't
on-
actually do that.
I fucked a girl in the subway actually.
Nice.
And you didn't notice because you were looking at your feet while I was fucking
Many
this
such
chick.
cases. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's that one.
There is that one. Wait,
Why don't you
what
talk about the show that I didn't watch? Unless you want to make me watch the 45-minute show next time.
Well, we need to talk about this one first. Mato
Okay.
Seihei no Slave.
Didn't know if you wanted to break it up, but we can just dive right in.
No, let's just go in order. Fuck it.
Okay.
Chained Soldier. They didn't want to use the word slave in the English title, you can tell. Manga. A manga by the guy who brought you Akame ga Kill, Yuki Yuna, 6 episodes of Samurai Flamenco, Girls Beyond the Wasteland, Release the Spice, and so it seems like he's getting back into his girl with sword roots. And the anime is by 7 Arcs. The enemies in this show are like these big pointy head guys. This does give me Akame ga Kill vibes, where it's like it's kind of dumb. There's action. It's like it's somehow entertaining, even though it's very dumb. And then the opening's playing, and I'm like, oh, it's like a femdom thing. That's what you were talking about before. It's like, okay, it's like getting stepped on, like chains and stuff. That's where the slave thing comes from. It's like it's femdom, the meme fetish, I call it. Ugh, he said. I don't know if that's a satisfied or an exasperated one.
I choose to believe that it's satisfied.
Yeah,
I like to think that everyone is satisfied when they're listening to our lovely voices.
Yes, please. Yuck. Oh, he doesn't like it. I liked the way the opening looked. I like this color scheme. The main character is Yuki. He is good at cleaning. He sews. He's a bitch. He's the perfect sub candidate, I guess. And all the ladies in this world have like magic powers, I guess. And he gets teleported to Scary World while he's walking home from school, which I guess is a common thing.
That is baffling. That is so fucking wild. That like there's no real.
It just happens.
He just ends up there, and he immediately knows what happened. It's not like disorienting to him or anything. He's just like, oh no, now I am in Death World.
Yeah, because
like,
it shows like he walks out of school and there's like a signpost. It's like, you know, number of incidents this month or whatever. So it's it's like they show it on the news. It's like something that happens to people.
So describe this world to me.
It's like hellish with rocks. There's like the sky is like dark and red and fucked up, you know. It's like there's really like no. There's not much going on.
There's
no,
this.
It's like Demon World.
God, I fucking hated this. Okay, keep going.
I think the monster designs are actually okay. Like they're like the way they move, I thought was a little scary. It's hard to do good monster designs. Usually, you know, like when a show has mobs, like generic enemies where there's a lot of copies of the same one, it's like usually they're extremely stupid and impossible to take seriously. You know, sometimes they'll try to overcome that by going the route of like making them so stupid that like the idea of being killed by them is like horrifying, and you know,
like Muv-Luv,
yes, where it's like humiliating to have to even face them. This isn't quite there, but I thought they're just like they're kind of weird and menacing looking. Like they're like these big like kind of muscular dog things with these skull faces.
It didn't work for me at all.
I was okay with it. I don't know. But then a cool lady shows up, and a bunch of stuff happens that really, you know, can only be interpreted as, you know, the author's barely disguised fetish, you know, et cetera, et cetera. More ladies, you know, like one of them turns into a giantess, I think. You know, it's like it's every meme fetish. Man, I recently watched the first season of XXX Holic, and I really enjoyed that. Cuck MC. I ain't touching this. All right. Yeah, that's classic meme fetishism. How many episodes is XXX Holic?
Yeah, let's find out here.
Is there 2 seasons?
40. It's 40.
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Too many.
Clamp.
Too many episodes.
Yeah. You can watch it on your own time.
I won't.
Okay.
I got other stuff I watch it in my own time.
Yeah.
So anyway, all of this is well and good, but the show ends with us getting pulled into a sort of porny harem gag comedy
there's a movie
scenario.
You could watch, Ethan.
What kind of movie? Is it a recap movie?
2022. Oh, it's live action. Wait, no, that can't be what he's on.
All right, there we go. Downloading that right now.
What?
Oh, I'm joking.
Okay. Maybe it's good. I don't know.
XXX Holic, A Midsummer's Night Dream. Now, that is an animated film.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2005. That sounds more like it, yeah.
Double feature. You could buy it on DVD with Tsubasa, the movie, as well. If you want to have the double clamp feature.
What the fuck is Tsubasa?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Keep going. I can't even. What? That's a Japanese manga series by Clamp. Okay, it's another Clamp thing. Oh.
Please.
We could do that for an episode. 2 movies? Hell yeah.
Please show this image of the Clamp ladies.
Oh, I didn't realize there were even pictures of them.
This is from Anime Expo 2006.
That is basically what I expected him to look like. Why did I clicked save image and nothing happened? Why did nothing happen, Discord?
Founded 1987. So they had been in operation for 29 years at that point.
Yeah, there's some old ass ladies drawing some super skinny men.
Tall.
Look at them. One of them's just like a ornate flower dress.
Yeah, they really didn't coordinate at all, huh? They're completely on different fucking waves.
3 of them.
No, one of them's wearing like shorts.
Yeah, but you know, it's like basically similar cut on the blouse there. You know, it's like one of them is going to a luau. One of them's fucking going to the summer festival. with her senpai.
Anyway,
Somehow ties into Tsubasa. I don't know. I never read that. My friend did. Huh.
So
the Clamp universe, intriguing.
Mahou. So the slave show. It has this like. It's got the bondage element. It's got the action element, but the ending of it just goes straight into like.
Well, obviously,
harem comedy.
If this is the fetish, like he has to become like the bitch. He becomes their maid, right? Like I understand that, like conceptually, like that's kind of has to be what happens.
But why is it in the hellscape? Why is he their bitch
their
in
base.
the hellscape?
They got to be close by when some shit goes down, you know?
Why? It's just baffling. It's just weird to see all these incongruous elements slapped together here. I think that the. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say. Continue.
Yeah,
finish
just
your thought.
why have they got this temple in the hellscape? Why is he gonna be their maid there? What's going on with the rest of his life in the outer world? What I don't know. Whatever.
They'll probably get to that. I mean, yeah. One thing that occurred to me that kind of like made this make some more sense is that, in Akame ga Kill, there was this character. Her name was Esdeath, and she was the female antagonist. And she was like, like the femdom lady. She had like a whip, she had like the semi-Nazi uniform, everyone loves her, obviously, right? She like kidnaps the main character and fucking like ties him to a bed and like, crawls on him. But nothing ever really, comes of that. So I realized that this series is just this guy giving Esdeath her own series. And I was like, oh, this, okay, not a bad idea. She's a fan favorite, similar personality, similar character. To one of the most intense makeout sessions I've ever seen in an anime at the end of the episode here. There's tongues doing stuff. I warmed up to it a little bit, okay? A little bit. I'm just saying. I like the fact that she has to make out with him. She doesn't have a choice.
None of it's working for me.
It is funny that as a reward for beating up all these bad guys, he is rewarded with like 3 hours of agonizing blue balls from having this lady make out with him and then stop.
That's something they should, a better show would have leaned into that harder, and would have had
they
him
make
like,
out
have
for
his
a
legs
prolonged
crossed.
time. Oh, like
no, I'm saying the
acknowledging
his
blue
legs
balls.
crossed, and then he's like, he has to like, oh, how am I supposed to do all these maid duties when I have blue balls? And it's
my balls hurt. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, does somebody need to come and can't? Well, why don't you go clean my floor and then maybe I'll give you a release.
Not just it's a full-blown ecchi harem. It's she's the main one, it seems like, but yeah, it's pretty. It becomes apparent the other girls are also going to be interests. Giant girl's going to.
I wasn't into the initial concept, and then the just hard right turn, like slamming headlong into the brick wall of harem anime shocked me. I did not expect it to go that direction, and I did not feel like it made any sense. But different strokes.
Yep. It was not as bad as I expected, to be quite frank.
Good. All right, man. All right.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it like that. Come on. Come on.
All right, dog. I guess I did say that I liked The Killer earlier, which you said it was trash. So we're even.
Well, apparently a bunch of people like The Killer. I don't know. David's dad likes The Killer. You like The Killer?
And when I look for the barometer for normalcy, I looked at David's dad, a man who eats burgers with nothing on them, just a bun and meat.
Oh, that's kind of good, actually. I don't know.
No, never ketchup, never mustard,
Happy
never
D,
barbecue
your comment
sauce.
is getting cut off. So, I'm too sexist for this. I see. The heart icon cut it off, so I thought it said I'm just too sex for this, and I was like, damn, man, chill.
David says that I can't say shit about his dad.
Don't you say shit?
Oh, your dad's always been awesome to me. I don't know.
You just don't like the way he eats burgers.
Yeah, I think it's off-putting.
Yeah, I thought I would be too sexist for this, but like she's also being forced to do things. So it's kind of like they're both, like it's kind of happening to both of them. I don't know.
That's a bit of a coping mechanism, but whatever gets you through it, pal.
Calm the fuck down, dude.
Whatever,
Fuck you.
whatever it is, whatever you need, buddy.
I can't believe this. I'm being punished for my honesty. I'm providing true honest criticism, and you're berating me and belittling me and mocking me for it.
Is it turning you on? Because that's kind of seems like that's the content you're into.
Damn, I didn't. I didn't
maybe...
realize I walked right into that one.
Oh yeah, you bet you enjoy that, don't you, you little fucking sick fuck? Yeah. Do you want me to talk about your dick small next?
You like the you're more into this than me. I know you are. You like the fucking tomboy show with the muscles. You like the
9 years. I finally got you. 9 years.
Yeah.
All it took.
Real good.
Got your ass, bitch. Fuck you. You can start talking about this next show while I get a drink.
Okay. All right.
Look at my grog.
Yeah. Did we talk about how Ethan's drinking grog? He goes, I'm drinking straight grog, and I was like, that's bars. And he's like, no, I'm drinking rum with lime juice and what the fuck is it? Like water? Like watered down? I don't know. I was like, what? Are you insane? He's like, yeah, I only had grog. Like you only had grog. You were out of everything besides grog? I had to dip into the grog supplies. What fucking... Why's it taking him so long to get his grog? This clamp. Everybody looks like Suzaku and other clamp things that I don't know about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You still drinking grog?
Yeah, man. I don't want anything else.
What did you say it was? It's rum and lime juice.
Grog is rum juice, lime, and water.
Rum juice.
Sorry, rum. You just got clowned up. I got this drunk. Okay. It's rum, lime juice, and water.
Yeah.
And they used to drink it on ships.
I mean, is it good?
It's delicious. I have to be honest. I thought it was going to just taste like its parts and not really like come together in any meaningful way. But I would highly recommend it. It's
refreshing.
Very good.
Yeah, the name is really kind of probably doesn't do it justice. It does not sound pleasant.
Well, the thing is that you call it grog so that nobody steals your grog.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna bogart it. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really thought of everything back then.
They had a lot of time. There was a lot of time spent on ships
downtime.
trying not to throw up.
Mm-hmm. Crushing up hardtack and making soup. Sasaki to Pii-chan. This was 48 minutes. I was gonna tell you not to watch this, but it looks like you got the memo without me having to do that. I almost wanted you to watch it because it is such a fucking train wreck. But you know, I guess it's fine if I just explain it. Sasaki and Peeps, light novel illustrated by Kantoku. Oh, Silverlink. It's about a guy. He's a salary man. He likes cats. He's voiced by Sugite. And he buys this parrot. The parrot is Aoi Yuki, but it's Aoi Yuki doing her deep voice. Rare Aoi Yuki voice. Okay, this is the part of the notes where I realize this is 48 minutes and I become very angry. Okay. And I was like, 48 minutes for a fucking cat show. And then I was like, wait a second, there's more going on here. So he I guess why is he's like bored or something. He doesn't have anything going on. He's like in his 40s, and he's trying to buy a pet, and he's broke. He can't afford like a dog. He's a well-respected like senior employee in his office, and he can't afford a dog. He lives in a shitty apartment, and so he buys a Java Sparrow, which is
a bird. Buying a bird?
He buys a bird that looks like this.
That's the worst pet. You're like, I want to make my life
worst
suck.
Pet possible. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very cute bird though. It's got stars in its eyes.
The way they draw the bird is good. Now, the bird starts talking, and he doesn't act like it's weird. It's one of those. What the fuck was that idol show called? Tsuki-no-ko, Oshi-no-ko, where it's just like the baby started talking. Everyone's like, "Oh, the baby's talking. That's cool." Like the bird starts talking to him, and I don't think he really reacts in a proper way, but he just starts talking to the bird. The bird like can make magic circles. It gives him magical powers that lets him go to an isekai. So now he's isekai'd, right? But he can go back. So he can go back and forth from the real world to the isekai. So he starts selling things and like trading things between the two worlds to make more money. And then he comes across a chef who has been fired. And then he's talking to the chef. And at this point, I'm like, have I not been paying enough? Good night, Happy D. Have I not been paying enough attention? Like, what is going on in this show? Have I missed something major? And then at one point, he's walking home from the bar, and he runs into a guy with a scythe for an arm who is assaulting a lady. And so he beats the parasite scythe arm guy with his magical powers that he got from the isekai, and it turns out the lady he saved is a psychic, and she offers him a job for the government being a psychic because she thinks he's a psychic, but actually he's from a fucking isekai. And now
I can see why this is 45 minutes long.
No, hold on. Now what the show needs is more elements. So there's a high school girl who is always kneeling outside of his apartment because, I don't know, she has a bad family situation or something, and she gives him cookies, and then she asks him about the lady he's been hanging out with lately, but she does it in a very menacing manner, so it turns out that she's like a yandere, I don't know, she has like a crush on him or something, she's crazy. That part I actually kind of liked, but it didn't save the show. Fuck me, man, this was such a fucking waste of my time. Holy shit, what a fucking nightmare.
Hey, can we talk about Oshi-no-ko real quick? Did that end up going so far off the rails that people finally understood that it was complete nonsense?
I mean, we don't know where it goes, but like, I think what caused people like, I think there because
the first episode is nonsense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the anime, finished. So the discussion kind of died down, and I assume it's just sort of people got caught up to what is it, a manga? And so there's not as much new material to have discussion about. And also what caused people to stop talking about it a little bit, or at least a certain subsection of people, was that, the two reincarnated people, right? They knew each other before they were reincarnated,
Yes.
But they're siblings, and there were hints that they were going to get together, even though in their reincarnated form, they're siblings. People were like, oh, no, gross, even though it's probably not going to happen, but like, so that part might have been part of it, where like it grossed people out and they fell off of it. But yeah, I don't think there was a big like rebellion against the silliness of the concept of the show like we had.
It is.
I know we can't go back to that.
It's madness. It's fucking insane on its surface. Fucking like. It's the babbling of a madman turned into a fucking television program. Whatever. Fucking go listen. We gotta watch it. We have to watch it. We have to watch the entire thing.
We should watch more. Yeah, honestly. Maybe it's a lot less bad. I mean,
I'm looking at Mal right now, and all the reviews are episode 1 was really good, and it's like
what?
It's 11 episodes.
Yeah.
It's 11. We have to watch it. I
believe I said at the time, but it's like, I always say, if it gets better, then, whatever, I'm willing to believe it. But, like, if you're going to have an 80-minute first episode, you got to give us something. And what they gave us was, yeah. But we're mad about this show right now. We can't time loop on this old shit. Pull it together, man.
Cyan Cheetah says the first episode. The first episode belongs in some sort of anime hall of fame.
Oh my god.
While some longer first episodes do something I like to call exposition vomit, this one does not. The first episode gives us a lot to digest, especially in regard to the Doctor and I's story. But yeah, it is amazing so far. The first 3 episodes were home runs. Although the second, third episodes were not as good as the first, they were amazing nonetheless.
I don't know, man. I don't know how people are. I don't know the things people see when in their eyeballs.
That was like maybe the most like derealizing like
that one really fucked you up.
just I
that first episode aged you by 10 years.
Fundamentally cannot comprehend how anybody could watch that and think about it as a serious piece of media.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that it starts out with 2 separate scenes of 2 separate characters independently coming to the thought, hey, what if you died and got reincarnated as the child of a famous idol?
Then it happens.
The worst writing. Yeah, obviously it happens, but it's like no one has ever thought that. Ever. It's crazy. That would, like, what would...
This must be the most successful AI campaign ever. That studio must have hired an entire legion of AI reviewers to go onto their show and give them male scores in English.
Like, what if Back to the Future started out with Marty McFly being like, what if you went back in the past and then met your parents and then, had them meet each other and then you had lightning strike a clock tower? And the thumbnail isn't saying our thumbnail isn't saying. It's just the girl from the show.
Shadow the Hedgehog. I get. You have autism. You have autism.
That's a disease. That's legitimate.
You like Sonic, which is also you have autism.
I like Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way, but I know you're just going to say I have autism. But like,
you have double autism.
By the way, one of my favorite, I'm bragging about tweets again, which is bad, but one of my favorite tweets I've ever made is when I said that the Shadow movie, what did I say? It should have a
great tweet.
An anime style opening set to Avenged Sevenfold or something, and a 3-minute long sex scene with real human woman.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That I get. I can put myself into the mind space of a person that would enjoy Shadow. I can understand their simple perspective. I simply cannot process Oshi no Ko.
Oh yeah, it is the Kaguya-sama author. I totally forgot about that element of it. Man, Kaguya-sama is so good too. That's wild.
All right, I'm sorry to bring up my previous.
You have a vendetta.
Hurt.
Yeah, no,
hurt.
That one was eating at you. This show, I think I was basically done. Yeah, no, there's way too much shit going on here, and as far as I can tell from this first episode, at least, there's no point to any of it. And it was like edging. It was like, what's the point? What's happening in the show? And instead, they just keep going off on these tangents. And I was like, So yeah, craziness. Absolutely.
Glad I skipped that one. Last season where I watched them all. Anybody who does that must be a huge Shadow the Hedgehog fan.
Indeed. Well, hey, you live and learn.
I feel like oh my god. I feel like I've been slamming on you a lot this episode. I feel like I've been NBA jamming you really hard.
Yeah. You're on fire.
Anyway,
you're heating up. No, or whatever the thing is from that game. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to do. You have these fucking shows. Hi, man. Hi, Flassiver.
So the final show that we both watched.
Sokushi.
I'm gonna say it. Okay. So Sokushi cheat ga Saikyou Sugite Isekai no Yatsura ga Marude Aite ni Naranai desu ga. Why is there just a hanging N there? Wait.
Oh, I searched for gong sounds, just trying to get to it before, right as you finish. But the first result is the weirdest fucking gong sound. There we go.
Hit it. Let me hit it again. I'll go again.
Okay.
So
put a little stank on it.
Sokushi chiga Saikyou Sugite Isekai no Yatsura ga Marude Aite na narira nan desu ga. Yo!
There you go. Yeah. I just joined. I finished this show. What show? None of these are finished. These just aired, unless it's like a Netflix and all the episodes joined at once or something.
I think they finished our podcast. They're from the future.
Oh,
they've been
excellent. Yeah,
Tell me how it ends. Tell me how it ends so we can avoid the ending.
Yeah, is any cool shit happen? My instant death ability is so overpowered. Yeah, he said yeah. I don't know. Did it actually all air at once? Hold on, let's check this. Let's watch the last episode together right now. No, only 3 episodes have aired. I don't. Maybe he has the secret RSS feed. We got a Netflix insider here.
No, this is Mr. Okuroto Noboru, which is the studio that produced this. Yes.
That's good. Any he says. Ooh, I'm tempted now. Yeah, the most old-fashioned, very formal anime studio name, Okurutu Noboru. Oh wait, hold on. Okurutu Noboru. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Incorporate. That is nice. They should use me for the intro, for the opening, for the opening logo. So
we have the 250th anniversary of the United States coming up. And you know that we're going to be fucking.
Oh yeah, what is that next year?
2 years from now, 1776.
Oh, duh,
2026. Yeah. So we're 2 years away from that. We're going to be obnoxiously American that entire year. Even people that hate the country that we live in, that live here, are going to be dude, you have no idea. Dude, they're going to bring the ships in again. You hear about what it was like in 1776? Not 76. 1976. You know what that shit was like?
That was 1976. Come on.
Oh, you're pretending that Americans still go to baseball games. We're ready. We're ready to fucking fire cannons off and like bring ships in and shit. The Japanese should bring their gongs back. They should be gonging more, I think. I feel we were in Japan for a while.
I think they're gonging a decent amount.
We were in Japan for 2 weeks. We saw a bunch of dudes carrying like some sort of like they were doing like a pep rally. It was a bunch of guys from a high school carrying some sort of box down the street, doing like chants and stuff for.
Wait, those were high schoolers? I thought those were adults.
No, those were high school kids.
Oh, really?
Okay. And you didn't look up at their faces. I did.
Oh yeah, again.
And we didn't hear a single gong though. And I feel a little bit disappointed by that. Now, I'm looking at this.
It's gonna be something where it's like, oh, the gong is actually Chinese. The gong has nothing to do with Japan. You know, it's like, oh, I guess I never thought about it. I never thought about which parts of Asia the gong is in.
What about the part where they do the tick 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 yo? Because they have the gong going on there.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. We can listen to that for that.
All right, do Japanese people?
Oh wait, hold on.
Do Japanese people use gongs?
I didn't hear gong.
Okay, in China and Japan, gongs are used in religious ceremonies, so they have gongs.
Okay, they do have them.
They're using gagaku, the imperial court music of Japan. You weren't invited that day when I went to the imperial court. And I saw the son of the dragon himself.
Yeah, you were initiated as a samurai.
No, I'm a Ronin, actually.
Ooh,
masterless samurai. You wouldn't understand.
Lone wolf.
Anyway,
This has a bit of an elfin lead intro here. It's like actually I think it's a boy running through like a lab hallway. And then there's just a dragon killer. You're subbed. Thank you, Flassiever, for being subbed. There's a dragon killing people on a bus, and there's like kids getting gored and stuff, but it's also supposed to be funny. It's like silly. They're cracking jokes.
This is our third grim dark opening, where somebody gets eaten or impaled.
It's going to sleep.
In this
Good
case,
night,
impaled. Good night.
Sleep well,
third grim dark opening of the season here.
Yeah.
And the tonal whiplash. We're going from
what are the other ones? There was the desert girl one.
Desert Girl, where the girl gets ripped into pieces. In the cooking show, the main character's sister gets swallowed by a dragon.
Oh, that's not really that dark. Come on.
And then in this one, a guy gets
baby.
impaled. So
it's really more like 2. But yeah, some people get exploded and impaled.
Anyway.
There's a dragon. Our main character kills the dragon, and then he goes back to playing his video game. What? Look at that dragon. That's nice. It's absolutely wacky. This earned an instant 1.5 times speed for me. Almost went up to 2 a couple of times. Almost played it at twice speed.
I think next season we should each pick a show for each other where we have to watch it on 0.5 speed. we should both at the beginning of the season sit down and be like, this is the one where I'm going to make you watch it at 0.5. That's quite devious, I must say. Because
well, what if they've already watched it though? So like we'd have to.
No, this is before the season. We just based on
we just
and
based
promo
on
art alone.
Dude, we got 69 subs. Oh shit!
Party the fuck on, Garth. Yeah, that's
holy
this
fucking shit.
This is impossible to hit the gong, hit that gong right now. Yo. Hit the yo.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
69,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. We're here.
I've been telling him it's thousands. Shh.
6.9 million subscribers. I cannot believe we're here.
I can't. We finally made it. We gotta get some T-shirts going or something.
9 years, and I mean, it's felt like an instant. The time has
like
flown
90.
by.
Yeah.
I have been watching life at 2 times speed as I've been watching my anime, and I just can't wait for the next 90 years of anime podcasting with my buddy. It's and also thank you to the Patreon subscribers. We could not do this without you. I know that Declan, you stopped working full time in 2017.
2012, 2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, when I graduated high school, I stopped working.
Yeah.
At anything.
Yeah, and
now
I actually never started working because I'm not a corporate wage slave like you are, which I know you get off on being a wage slave because you enjoy being demeaned.
You're trying to force this one. This one's not working. You're trying to force it.
And it's time to address the allegations. It's now that we're at 6.9 million subscribers, it's time to address the allegations. Yes, Declan is a cuckold. He is gay. He is. He does enjoy being.
He's back. Did you have a good sleep, Flassiver?
It's a power nap. Anyway, this show. You cannot physically watch this at the regular speed.
If you watch this without a Twitter tab open, without, that's
Look,
something.
there is no era of human history where somebody has the attention span to watch this at the regular speed. It can't be done. There's never been a period since televisions were invented where you could put this on and anybody would be able to watch it.
He says, I asked if I could get 20 more minutes. I'm sorry, how old are you? You're asking your wife, right? Wow, your mom is so his mom is so cool. 10. No, he's not.
You fucker.
No, he's not.
This is David.
This is another David account. Yeah, this is. That's David. Can you chat as real Will Smith?
Yeah, get real Smith. We talked about the real Will Smith before, right?
Oh God, I'm QP. Wow, he is 10. He's using weird slang. What is QP? I'm quit playing. I'm quite.
Yeah, I was gonna say quick play.
I'm quite pernicious.
Quite promiscuous.
No. He might actually be 10. Precocious. Quite precocious. He's 10, but he's watching adult anime podcasts. That's
yeah. Alt right.
Oh yeah, you're 10. What year were you born in?
Yeah, a 10-year-old would know.
10-year-old would know.
Oh man, 2004. Man, what a year! Halo 2. Is that the second Linkin Park album, or is that 2003? I think it's 2004. I think Hybrid Theory. Wait, so there's no Meteora. I think that's 04. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The year is 10. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
no! 10 isn't 10.
Were you actually? Were you actually?
10 years ago isn't 20? Isn't 2004?
I was like, why is he bringing up these years? Like, he thought that was 10 years ago.
Oh
Hybrid
my God,
Theory.
No.
Oh my fucking
no.
God, dude. Oh, you're old, man. That's embarrassing. That's more embarrassing. Yeah, you're an age couple now.
Yeah,
you're an age sub. You're like,
God, I gotta stand up.
I'm turning 11 in May 11.
That's distressing. That was not a bit. That's not a bit.
No, you were so serious. He was like, yeah, like he starts bringing up like 2003, 2007. I'm like, what is he on about? He thought that was 10. He thought that was 10 years ago.
God damn, man.
He really believed it.
I seriously just thought that 10 years ago was 2004.
Oh my God. 10 years ago. I remember fucking 9/11.
Yeah, if you actually are turning 11 on May, if you actually are turning 11 on May 11th, you should turn this podcast off and unsubscribe. Nothing against you personally. It's just this is not appropriate material.
Bob Sherman's 16. Bob Sherman is a cool name for a 16-year-old to have. You could start like a landscaping business.
This is Bob Sherman from Bob Sherman Toyota, and I've got the lot full of more Japanese vehicles than you can get your hands on. I don't know. Fucking let's just I don't know if I can recover from
I'm
this.
staying subed. I respect it.
I feel that. All right, well I can't I have no power. I have no power against this 10-year-old. What am I supposed to do? I can't parent him. His parents are going to be just dealing with a whole lot of very unfortunate language that
Bob
10-year-olds
Sherman says
should not
suckle
use.
my gargle balls. This guy's 9. I think this guy has flash beat.
This is generational war. This is generational hatred going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the good thing is I'm going to use all of the Social Security before you guys are of age.
You think we're getting Social Security?
Joke's on you. I'm going to fucking forge my documents. I'm going to find somebody else's SSN and use that.
Yeah, you got to find a bunch of homeless guys.
Absolutely, find them. I don't know where they are.
It's really cold up here. There's probably some frozen homeless guys. I can
yeah,
grab up some nice benefits,
That's the next TikTok life hack: is find a frozen homeless guy and
It's
steal their personal information.
TikTok finance. Have you seen the video of the lady on TikTok who gives like quote unquote finance advice?
No.
And she's like, so y'all, here's what I do to get an unlimited credit card limit. I have an LLC, and I have two LLCs actually. So I transfer money from one to the other. And then I transfer it back, and that gives you money, and then you go to your credit card company and you say, I made this much money on my LLC. Can I have an upgrade on my credit card limit? And it's just like everyone replying like, yeah, this is illegal. You're going to jail. This is blatant. This is a circular transaction.
Well, guess who has unlimited money, and guess who fucking doesn't? And it sounds like there are a bunch of haters out there with a bunch of broke bitches who got low ass credit card limits, can't afford shit.
It sounds like someone ain't on that grind.
I was gonna say that I've shot a commercial this week, and this is off pod context. This is off pod context. I do video work in this week. I shot a commercial, and the girl in the commercial is she's definitely one of those like grind set hustle girls that wants to be like an influencer.
There was this guy, his name was Niga Higa. His real name's Ryan Higa, and he was a big early YouTuber, and he would make funny sketches and
How to be a ninja.
Sketches. How to be a ninja.
How to be gangsta. How to be gangsta.
Songs. It would be like it would be like, what was a song back then? What was a popular pop song in like 2008? It was like,
sorry, I'm just going into Niga Higa here.
The point is, he was a very, very funny guy, very spiky hair Asian fella.
How to be gangster. How to be the human iPod. How to be emo.
Classic.
Oh, no, that's a winner right there. Man, that guy just struck too early.
Man, YouTube's always sucked so bad.
He really struck too early. He could be worth $1 billion now, like Mr. Beast, but because his content was too cutting edge. I mean, I don't even want to know what I know the numbers are so astronomical of Mr. Beast's worth. I cannot bring myself to look them up.
His net worth. He's not like the thing is his model. His business model is like they spend so much fucking money on the videos that like they don't make that much profit. Like the overheads aren't crazy.
There's no way that they're spending so much that they can't make it back. It's impossible.
They make it back, but they don't make like that much money per video. They're like maybe making, if I were to guess, like maybe in the like low hundreds of thousands per video, like. And not all that goes to him, you know. So I don't think he's like a billionaire or anything. He's not that rich. He's just like he found like a niche where it's like the production value of the videos is like nothing else. But because of that, like they need to make so much money to break even. You know,
the guy has his own chocolate bars.
Yeah, but like that's the only thing they sell, and he shells them every video.
He's got to be. He's got to be worth hundreds of millions. He's got to be worth hundreds of $1 million. He's got to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. His brand has got to be so expensive at this point.
500 mil, maybe.
Oh, just a meager.
I mean, yeah, that's not like. I mean, yes, that's obviously a lot.
It's insane.
Mahar Ecclefis Rivera balls. Something's in my throat. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna cough really, really loud here in a second.
But just to think that like Niga Higa right now probably has like a full, like he has to have like an actual job. I would think, like Ryan Higa from Niga Higa, like he must have like an actual job. Like he's probably not a full-time influencer right now.
Yeah, maybe he's like maybe he's an editor or like a social media consultant. I don't know.
Okay, his last video was 3 years ago. So like,
yeah, that's more recently than I would have expected.
But and then you've got, and he was the most successful early YouTuber, or one of the more successful.
He's a full-time
early YouTuber.
streamer? Oh, he streams.
Oh.
Well, not on YouTube he doesn't. Where the fuck does he stream? What is it? Twitch?
Holy shit. Mr. Beast has 232 million subscribers, huh?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, he's like an industry.
Oh, he does stream on Twitch, it looks like. Ryan Higa, I mean. Although I can't find his channel. It's Ryan Higa. 800,000 followers. Pretty good. That's good for Twitch. That's a lot for Twitch. Yeah, he streamed 13 hours ago. He played some Valorant. Oh, man. Are you interested in Pal World?
It's the Pokemon game. The
Yeah.
Pokemon gun game. No.
I'm seeing everyone play that shit. They're loving it.
Just, dude, I have a challenge for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Always accept when a 10-year-old challenges you.
Let's see. I'm only nearly 3 times as old as you are.
Wait, what's the challenge? Is there another
We're
message?
gonna find him.
seeing?
We're gonna find out. This 10-year-old's about to levy us a challenge here. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, I would like to know. What were we talking about?
Okay, we'll never know. This dumbass fucking anime where the guy's power is that he can kill anything by saying die.
Well, everyone is like, it's one of those shows where just everyone's like really evil and is just an asshole for no reason. You know, like they get their website. This guy is hilarious. Website.
Oh, hotparty.us?
What? I don't think that's up anymore. I gotta fix that. Yeah, everyone's just like a real motherfucker in this show. This is not a new Death Note. No, David, don't get too excited.
It's pretty much as good as Death Note, yeah.
No, don't get. You're gonna crush the man. His hopes and dreams of getting a new Death Note.
Look at this bus in the environment it's in, and tell me
it's so
that's not
funny. I
Death
love
Note.
this screenshot. Yeah, David, did you watch the that new or watch or read that series that was by the Death Note authors from a few years ago, where it's like a guy, the Angel? Yeah, I bet he knows about that. The anime, the first episode was not very promising.
All right, now I'm going pee.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
What's it called? Oh, Platinum End. David, have you seen Platinum End? That's the actual new Death Note. I heard the ending is not very satisfying. I don't know about the rest of the series, but if you want new Death Note, I mean, those are the same guys. It's the same dudes. Similar tone, too. But that's all I can really say about it. I don't know. Platinum End. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can tell just looking at it. Yeah, we got this bus. We got this bus driving through a field. I like the added, the sort of shaky cam effect gives it added realism. That's important. That's an important element that a lot of creators leave out, is when you have a bus going through a place it's not supposed to be, you need to throw the viewer off their feet, throw them off balance a little bit by adding a slight blurred, shaky effect to give the illusion of vibration, instability. That's crucial.
How much are Super Bowl tickets right now? Let's see.
Right now, I don't know. Are they cheap when no one knows who's going to be in it?
I don't think they're cheap ever.
Well, I mean, yeah, but cheaper.
Let's see. SeatGeek. Just because I know the Bills are going to go, so.
Yeah, obviously they're going to win. It's their year.
From $6,500 for a ticket? That's not bad. That's not bad. That's really like not. I mean,
Wait, how much did you say?
6,500.
Oh my fucking god!
It's really not that bad.
That's so bad. That's bad for you and me. That would ruin. That would. I mean, I guess it wouldn't ruin us.
I don't have a mortgage, baby.
Well, yeah.
I don't have a mortgage. 2 tickets, 6888 a piece. I'm sorry, 6888 a
That's
piece.
more than double our trip to Japan.
Yeah, but it's first of all, it would be on the bill's side, so you have to keep that in mind.
Where is the Super Bowl even this year?
That's in Las Vegas, so it's
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you just have to sleep in the stadium, and then that covers your board.
Is there like a hotel you can get in Vegas where you just can see the game from, like, if you get a high enough floor, you know?
It's a dome, so
it's a closed
if you
dome?
no, yeah. All right, let's see what the most expensive tickets look like. Let's see.
The most expensive. That's, yeah, you get to be in the locker room.
I have cameras in the locker room already. I do not need any sort of seats in there. Section C1111, row 16. Okay. Huh. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, this bus. Yeah, everyone's just mean and killing people for no reason. And he's like, what if I did this? What if I killed you? And, I get like the power, like, these shows are like, they're like power fantasies, but like when there's no oomph to it, it's like, it's too easy. It's like, it's not even, you immediately enter a sort of Dr. Manhattan scenario where it's just like everything's boring to you because you're just all powerful, So I don't know. He kills some guys. He puts
Somebody puts a collar on
a fat guy.
That's our third BDSM.
A little bit, yeah.
Third one. Three out of the 5 I watched had a little bit of the bondage in it.
Yeah, it's just, Japan, dude.
This one had grimdark and bondage.
Yeah.
So it's
Le bondage.
Yeah. Le Bondage in Paris has to be the smelliest establishment in the world. That's got to be like the rankest sex parlor in the whole planet.
Perhaps. Oh, we were well, you were gone. We were talking. Would you do a Platinum End episode with David?
Sure, absolutely.
I wonder if they've adapted the whole thing for the anime.
What I'll do it, but
did.
he has to watch Oshinoko first. I'll do an Oshinoko episode, and then I'll do a
Platinum End has 24 episodes. Is the thing. That's a lot of Platinum End. Oof. Oshinoko.
No, man, I barely could stand the Platinum again. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, Robert Papa. Yeah, Platinum End more like copper.
I have a siren going. Can you hear my siren here?
When you talk a little bit, yeah.
Whoa. What is the gong if not the Japanese siren?
Yes.
I think, are we fully off the rails here? Is this it?
It is 2 seasons of 12, David, yes. I mean, well, not actually, no. I think it's just one full. I think it's just one full season. 2021. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was the rare full through 24.
Are we there? I think we talked about this bullshit.
Latrice Williams, die. What is going? The chat is rowdy tonight.
It's popping.
Latrice is a good name.
More like latrine, am I right?
Oh my, that's so, you're being rude to our viewers. I was gonna say that lattice would be a fun name because it's just like a pattern. That's like being named Stripe.
Yeah, I was thinking I would name my son Corduroy.
Why?
Or perhaps Flannel.
That's good, yeah. Flannel jeans. Last name. Sergeant. You have to give him the what's it called? The before. You have to have him be sergeant.
Yeah, a prefix. You gotta give
prefix.
Him yeah.
Prefix flannel jeans Johnson.
I've told the story many times, but
Hogarth.
getting weird looks on the flight back from Japan because
Oh, I
I
was
put
just
in
thinking about this the other day. I was like, God damn. Do you remember when fucking Ethan almost fucked up our Japan trip by you made yourself like a duke or something on your plane ticket? You made yourself an earl.
It was Esquire.
Esquire. You were like, yeah,
was-
dude, it turns out you can just do this. And I was like, what the fuck?
My $1,500 plane ticket to Japan.
And just almost squandering it.
This was
this joke.
well, but Ethan Strong Esquire, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I just say my full name. Whatever. But fucking
Again.
but Ethan, but they put an ESQ at the beginning. Esquethan doesn't really get you there. Really.
Oh my god! And like just the language barrier too, like the threat, the possibility that you would have to try and explain this to a Japanese like border officer is like just that's impossible. If that comes up, there's no way.
No,
it's
I'm
over.
stuck in Japan.
You're stuck.
Yeah,
well, you're stuck out of Japan, and more likely. But yeah.
Well, no. So getting there wasn't a problem because
Yeah.
Americans don't give a fuck, and I'm white. So they just looked at the plane. They didn't even look at the ticket. They just let me on.
I remember though, like every flight we took, like when we got to an airport, you were like, "I'm just gonna go explain to them about the Esquire thing."
Yeah, there was a misprint. Yeah, there was a misprint here.
Did you tell them it was a misprint?
I got through. The guy in Japan, I could see, and I've never seen a thought process so clearly on a man's face as that one, where you could see him comparing it to my passport, and I could see the moment of scrutiny where he's like, "These don't line up," and I could see where he's thinking, he's like. And then I saw the sort of like resignment in his eyes where he's like,
it's like 3 letters.
Whatever. Is this worth it? And I could see, nope, not worth it. Whatever. Stamp it. Go on. it was
Jeez.
I mean, because really, like, because he used common sense, and that's not a given when you're traveling. It's not a given when you're traveling. Anyway.
No.
We gotta end this thing.
That's enough. That's enough of this.
Yes. we just wasted too much energy on the first of hopefully only 3 parts, but we're not off to a great start.
This being a somewhat fun episode means that episode 3 is gonna be extra rough this time. Get ready.
No, I'm gonna make sure I'm properly stimulated for it. That's
right.
Make sure that I'm worked up.
Cocaine era incoming.
Yeah, that's what we need.
That's a good thing to add to this whole equation. I mean, look, I'm not saying they should make cocaine legal, but what I am saying is that I run into many situations where I am like, boy, I sure would love to be awake for the next hour and then not awake after that. I need to be awake, but only for the next hour or so.
Yeah.
Not coffee length, not 12 hours, not 6, not 4, like 1, 2.
It's weird that you spend all of the time up until you do cocaine, like all of the time in your life until you do cocaine, not feeling like you need to do cocaine. and then you
weird.
You do, and then you do it, and then every so often, even if you don't have regular access to cocaine, you'll get the idea, man, I would love to do cocaine right now, even though the majority of your cocaine experience has been like nose-numbing, mouth-numbing sort of mania that has been totally unproductive and unfunny. But it's crazy how that works. But then once you do it, you realize that you actually want to do it a lot. So I think there's something to look into there. But
the only way I could do that was if you wanted it done in a day and a bit of rain, but you can always go back and do the work on your yoto.
This person's way past their bedtime.
This guy's vibrating on another fucking level. I think that might have just been like his phone auto completing all those words. Remember you sent me that one text that one time where you were all auto completing and I thought something terrible would happen?
Yeah. Just smashing autocomplete.
It was like apropos of absolutely nothing. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
But yeah, sometimes you see if your boy's doing all right.
Go into silly mode. All right, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Out.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at TimeCube Isekai.
I'm Shakira.
TimeCubeIsekai. All one word. Thank you.
I'm Shakira, but male. You know how to spell that shit.
Shakira, but male. Yes. Yeah. Stay tuned for the rest of winter. Also, we have more African rap for you. Yep. Bye. Imbona feno kuchepa nakana chibusa uyamba fight apanshishira bwino ndifafe njime kwati ndikaiti chiwate tempala mena mukanina ne bona indana ba umaiti ne bona kona nakuruisha ni wani ndefika panga sensi kula fusha peche tekero na ngola ni motulala panse futikeni kuno tumishimikile ko life ba manase ukusala pokani hapa pene chenje la ukashala panse ngawa mbona mustiriti kuno ni mane tusafika tukalasunga pepaka tukafiketa ko kabena kuleka ngole mona kwangala iwe moleleka kuibe padika puma tukalaisa pakutibala kulya buwa keshibe stiriti metimi let's did it metimi stiriti metimi let's did it metimi apana fika mana ichi pende fayo kutasha bagai muudu badi sapoti fe mutu pela muri bakule kafe mwadi bagudu